some different things than we've seen before, which is great. You don't have to always think 1, 2, 1, 2. If you do go out of pattern, make sure you're thinking pulse in there so we don't lose some time in there, and that's totally fine to do that. There were some times where I thought you were doing something and you kind of like worked yourself into a corner and had a little trouble getting out of it, but that's okay. I mean, you're experimenting with some things. What did you see that you felt worked, and what did you like and what didn't work as well?
I liked the that you weren't totally locked into a pattern. That was really good. But the time that ran into an issue, I noticed especially, was the second time coming into the B section. We didn't feel, at least I didn't feel very prepped for B section. It was like, and now we're here. And
did you want a breath there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because it's there you particularly felt like you were carrying us through.
Yeah, Taylor?
I loved that you went out of the pattern, especially on the B section. I loved the roundness that was going, because it really felt like it was growing. And then at the end, you kind of scooped under and crescendoed us like a different way. And I just loved that. I thought it was really effective. But if you're going to do the circle thing, maybe just commit to the end, because when you went to that, I felt like it was almost too soon. I was like, wait, one more circle. I feel like we need one more dynamic.
Yeah, you kind of started to drop it before we got to the high point.
There were a couple of drop conducting patterns, but the way you recovered from them made them pretty much unnoticeable. The only reason I noticed is because I'm in conducting class.
Like when she went back into pattern after being out of pattern or something.
If you were to be in a classroom, I'm almost positive your students wouldn't have noticed.
Well, and does it matter after a point?
Exactly.
Really. Other comments?
Your initial breath, did you kind of had a little pause at the top?
Yeah, I got a little nervous.
Not ready to start.
Yeah, there was your breath at the very beginning was a little gaspy, which made me do that as well.
Good. Okay, one more comment.
A very expressive face, and that was really intriguing and made me want to see. So it was cool.
Good. Try it again. Stay over your core. Sometimes you start to lean into us, and and right. It's okay to a degree, but don't come running at us. Yes, right.
Come again, sweet love doth flowing find. My grace is that refrain. Do me do delight.
Good. Wasn't that better? Yeah. Some better ideas.
Your one is really horizontal, which keeps us going from like jump, jump, jump.
Okay.
If that's what you're going for,
That's
something that has more horizontality.
When you're doing your one, it's going like this rather than giving us a one. Like
which is going to give you more legato.
Yeah.
Right? Which is fine.
So if you're wanting that, that's really good.
Yeah.
There was one point where she just brought her hands way down, and we had to sing softer there, right? So don't be afraid to bring that plane in, and you did it that time without crunching down. There are times where I still feel like even the left hand is doing nice things. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't always know what it's doing. So if you can be even more intentional about that would be really helpful. How are we doing? Good. Would you just start the B and show us what you're doing, like with that little circle thing?
Sure.
To see, to hear, to touch, to kiss, to die with thee again in sweetest sympathy.
Yeah, and I'd say if you're going to do that, make sure you keep the energy growing in it. Yeah, but some nice ideas. Okay, good. Thank you.